But right now, I want to take you to the Electoral Commission because the Deputy EC Chairman, Bosman Asare, in charge of Administration and Corporate Affairs, is addressing the media at the first of its bi-weekly news conference on the ongoing voter registration exercise.
Expect to see the numbers increasing in the regions where the registrations are taking place in urban centers with a lot of people. On this final table, the four most populous regions are giving us almost 58% of all registered voters. That's the Greater Accra region, the Ashanti region, the Eastern and the Central regions. In conclusion, what the final figure indicates is that we have exceeded our target of 50 million. We are very grateful to the people of Ghana for their cooperation in reaching this milestone. As we have indicated on several platforms, the Commission is deeply committed to registering all those who are qualified under CI 91, CI 126 as amended, and under the 1992 Constitution. So what the Commission is saying finally is that for all those who have been registered, the Commission is urging them to go to the registration centers in their electoral areas to register for their voters' ID card. Thanks very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Osman, Asare, Deputy Chairman in charge of Open Services for the Comprehensive Package. Now the floor is open. Let me rule on the rules. You have the opportunity to ask 6 questions, and it has to be one media house, 1 question. Please let's avoid double-barrel questions. And if a question is asked, don't rephrase. Try to ask the question in another form again. I'd like for you to come this way respectfully and then ask your questions. One media house, 1 question, unless it's very necessary. Thank you. Mention the name of your media house. Okay.
My name is Joseph Doc, you spoke about the challenge process. I want to find out what role the security agencies are supposed to play in that process. And I'm asking because we keep seeing videos. We've actually seen one over the weekend from Banda where soldiers are engaging people in the queue and a person walks away from the video alleging that the soldiers are preventing them from coming into register. We've also seen another one involving the NDC's General Secretary who also made that allegation that they are preventing Ghanaians from coming into register. So I just want to understand the challenge process that you highlighted. I didn't see any reference to any security agency. What exactly are they supposed to do with regards to that process? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. John. Let me remind you that we're live on Facebook as well. John, please.
Oh, okay.
My name is Sixtus Dombo, CTFM and CTTV. I'm back with the question of reply again. We understand some people have gone to the court. Has this come to the attention of the Commission, and whether there are any intermediary measures that you are putting in place?
My name is Naraji, and I work at Human FM. It's now that the Commission has exceeded the target of 15 million. Do the Commission still have enough materials to continue with the registration?
I think the last question was asking of whether we still have enough materials. This is to tell you that we have enough materials for the registration. So this target was exceeded on Saturday. Registration took place on Sunday. And as we speak now, registration is taking place. So the commission planned very well for it. The ROPA issue has also come to the attention of the commission. And since this is a matter before the court, I don't think the commission, we are in a better position to comment on it now. But generally, whatever the commission must do to ensure ROPA is implemented at our level, we have done it. You know, the commission has a role to play. There are other organizations or agencies of state that also have a role to play. So we have done what we are supposed to do as a commission. I think in terms of the ROPA, the court ordered the commission to get a CI ready, which will be used to organize Ghanaians abroad to take part in the registration and voting. The commission has done that. The CI has been submitted. It's in Parliament currently. It's now the job of Parliament to hold a hearing on it, what is normally called a pre-laying ceremony before it is going to be laid. And the commission has done that. So as far as the commission is concerned, for ROPA, I would say, for lack of a better phrase, we are very, very clean as far as that is concerned. Then there was a question about security agencies' role in the challenge process. As I said, the challenge process, when somebody is challenged, we have a committee that will sit and look at it. In that committee, we have the police commander of the district, the educational boss of the district, a traditional ruler in the district. Then we also have active political parties in the district taking part. And our district officer will serve as the secretary. So clearly, the security comes in because of the police. But with the example, Mr. Kable, you gave about some soldiers, no, electoral commission is mainly about elections management. When it comes to matters of security management, I think it's above our pay grade. So I also suggest that once it's a security issue, as far as we are concerned, we are election management experts, and that's what we do for a living. So when the month ends and we are going for our paycheck, it's because of elections management. It has nothing to do with security management. We don't know the kind of intelligence the military and the police they get and why they do the things they do. I think they will be better placed to be able to explain that to Mr. Kable. Thank you very, very much. We are done.
Any more questions, please?
Yes. My name is Mercy Darling with TVC. We know that on Friday was a holiday and the EC had to call off the registration process. Tomorrow is also a holiday. Is the EC going to work tomorrow? And I know there's still just one question, but if you pardon me, we also know that the EC last month indicated that some centers that had the registration process delayed because of the issues with the machines would have extension of the process. Have you finally settled on the date when that is going to happen? Thank you.
The gentleman.
Thank you. My name is Francis Ntuwan. I write for the Ghanaian Times. I want to know with the challenge system, how many people have been challenged so far? And since the registration has begun, you continue to tell us that the committee, the district review committee, are setting on these cases. How far they reach with regards to that? Thank you.
I think the first question, tomorrow is a holiday. Tomorrow the registration will go on. Tomorrow the registration will go on. This phase is ending on Thursday. So tomorrow the registration will take place tomorrow. The delay, the places we had a problem with the machine. We noticed that in these same places on the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th days of registration, the people were nowhere to be found. Most of the people had already registered, if not all of them. So for those particular places, there will be no extension. But I remember last week, the chairperson mentioned that there will be a mop-up at some selected places. So all those people who were not able to register when the teams got to their centers can take advantage of that. But for this normal, regular registration, which is ending on Thursday, we are not going to extend it to any particular place. Then the question about the challenge. The challenge, the figures we keep updating on regular basis. Last week we had around 25,000 nationwide. And clearly when you look at the figures, some places tend to be more than others. We presented that sometime. Usually where we have the districts close to the borders, the figures are usually high. So we'll try that. Our next presentation will give you some specific data on that, because every day there is registration, there will be some form of challenge. So this is something we cannot readily give now, but we know we have exceeded 20,000, and we exceeded that around last week on Wednesday or so. Thank you.
Any more questions, please? I think that I'm exhausted on the questions. And once again, we come to the end of another successful edition of Let the Citizen Know. Shall we then wrap up?
Madam will give final comment.
Madam will give the
Let's have the list. Okay.
Thank you. I would like to thank all of you for your continued interest in the work of the Commission.
Madam, I didn't get number.
We are here and while we are conducting the voters registration exercise. And on behalf of the Commission, I'd like to reiterate that our desire is to have a credible and clean register. And as a Commission, we'll make sure that we have all the avenues and mechanisms in place to ensure that we have a clean and credible register. A register that reflects Ghanaians and Ghanaians only, a register that reflects persons who are eligible and eligible only. And so as part of our process of cleaning, we would engage in and use all mechanisms available to clean up the register to ensure that no one who is not qualified has his or her name in the register. So I believe that these are processes that we would inform you about as we go on, but it is our desire and our determination to ensure that our register is clean. I believe that if we go to our neighboring countries, we would not have the opportunity to register there and to be on their roll. Those who must determine who leads this country must be Ghanaian. And as a Commission, it is our duty to ensure that the register reflects Ghanaians and Ghanaians only, and Ghanaians who qualify to vote in the election. So this is just, to sum up that as we go on, these are some of the processes that we are engaged on and in. Our attention has been drawn to attempts by foreigners, and we call on stakeholders, citizens, and the police to be vigilant, and our citizens as well to be vigilant. I do not believe that any of us can go to Togo or Cote d'Ivoire, Benin or Niger for that matter, and go and register to vote as citizens there. And therefore, the onus is on all of us as citizens to be vigilant. And we are asking Ghanaians, when you go to a registration center in the next few days and you see people who are not citizens trying to vote, can you please draw our attention to it so that we can take the necessary action? But whilst we recognize that some of them may have, found their way on our register, we like to assure all Ghanaians that we as a Commission will do our best to expunge their names and to ensure that at the end of the day, only Ghanaians who are eligible find their names on the register. So we'd like to thank you for your continued support. I'd like to thank you for ensuring that the citizens are informed about the process as it goes on. And we look forward to seeing you again on Friday. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for the closing.